Hello. Hey, Bill. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Lurker. Let me give it a few minutes, let people filter in.
Sorry.
I don't know where I put my phone.
Your phone's out there.
It's a good place for it. I'll be right back. So what's you guys up to? Hopefully we get more than 3 people. We got a lot of stuff to go through. I think something's going on with Facebook because we tried for like 20 minutes to put a notice about it up on the coin community page. And it just kept stalling out.
It was right over around a half an hour.
So hopefully peeps will figure out that we're on. I have no choice but to be on there. I have, Cheapskate Coins posts I put up there every week, and then, of course, Aries Modeling's on there, so. If it wasn't for my businesses, I would pretty much probably never be on Facebook either. If I'm honest.
No, I would never be on it either.
It's not like I ever actually talk to anybody on there. Nobody ever messages me just to say hello, so.
Watch, now Cindy will. Just because you said that.
So you guys that are on the mailing list probably noticed the part of the big theme of this particular sale, and part 2 is going to have it too, is sets. Both album sets and proof and mint sets is a lot of what's going out. So hopefully we have some peeps that's been looking for some of that stuff, because this consignment sale's got a lot of it. There's a mosquito in here.
Warn me before doing that.
Trying to kill it. Keep missing it. Stupid mosquito. Sorry if that was loud for you guys. It's mosquito season. Just no matter how hard you try, you keep from it happening, you always end up with some of them inside. Never fails. Alright, I'm going to give it a few more minutes. Looks like we're up to 5 viewers.
You said that already, baby.
I'm saying it again. So while we're waiting, how you guys been liking the new weekly loots thing? Either you guys don't like it or you're speechless. Don't everybody talk at once. This is a lively bunch. Alright, 2 more minutes, then I'm going to get my opening stuff out the way. Then hopefully we'll get some more people in. Like, there's so many coin channels out there that have, every time they stream, have 50, 60, 70 people on, or more. After 4 years, we still average between, I think it's like 8 and 12 regular, with sometimes it'll spike up to like 18.
20.
So trying to figure out what, what are we missing that they've got? Alright, well, there's our payment info. Guess I don't really need to read it out loud right now, since everybody here is people that have been here forever. And pop up our Facebook. You're not new.
Who hit it?
Huh?
Hit it?
No, Cindy. If you're new, why you got a wrench?
Right?
I better take that away. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do some of this stuff under the camera.
You're gonna have to use the overhead for most of that. That's the only suggestion that I can think of. And no zooming in on anything, because we can't.
You're born with a wrench. Alright, so just a reminder to everybody, tonight is a consignment sale. So that means I don't own any of this stuff.
The prices are fixed.
Well, for the most part. There is some stuff I am allowed to haggle the price a little bit. So you can ask, but there is a possibility that it's gonna be one of the things that I can't change the price on. But it never hurts to ask, right? This is part one of a two-part consignment sale. The next half of it is going to be next month on the 15th. For this half, I am allowed to do up to 4 weeks of payments. So there is some stuff on here that's kind of expensive. So, you know, if you want something, you got to do payments. It can go up to 4 weeks. Basically, it has to be paid for by the time the next chunk of the sale goes live. Alright, it is getting late, so let's get this thing going. Hopefully we'll get some more people in. Alright, so we are kicking off with a Lincoln St. Whitman album, Collection 1, 1909 through 1940. Only missing the 4 key dates. Everything else is in there. This is going for $175. So still all the rest of the semi keys are in there. And I mean, some of these are in pretty decent condition. I mean, heck, that 1910 looks like it's at least a VF. $1909, it's at least a fine to a very fine. Same with that one. That 1919D is in really good shape. Same with the S. '23S is quite shiny. Hey, MJ. 22D. I just knocked my cable. There we go. So I mean, these are not shabby coins at all. Just watching. Well, hopefully you find something you want. Of course, 31S not in there. All right, last call on this one. 175. There's some good coins in here. There's your 11S at only 4 million mintage. The 10S at 6 million. The 12D. The 12S. 12S looks like it's a Woody. No, it does not have the 22 no D. There's the 22. Little demon mark is there. Alright, moving on. Alright, next one is the part 2. This one's going for 10 bucks. It's only missing the 60. And also includes the 72 and 72S in here. So this is basically a done album for 10 bucks. Some BUs there in the 50s. Those alone make this thing worth more than 10 bucks. It's a whole row of BUs right there. Ah, quit bumping that cable. This thing is worth much more than 10 bucks. That's for sure. Don't know if that 70S is the small date or not. And there's the two editions, 72 and the 72S. Anybody? Again, the only missing coin in this is the 1960. Plain date. Except for that, this is a done deal album. A lot of BU wheats on this side. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 BU wheats. At $1.10, that's your $10 right there. $1.10 per BU wheat. Last call. And we got to move on. Man, cannot believe nobody grabbed that. You guys are insane. All right. Next up is one of the Library of Coin books. That's this one. These are vintage albums in and of themselves. So this is the 1909 through 1940. It does include 51 coins. And to show you the vintageness of this album, copyright 1958. That's when this book was made. Alright, so you got 09, 10, 12, 11, so all the plain dates for the earlies. Then you got the 13, 14, 15. And this is nice because it's got the, it's like the dance goes. Where it's got the windows. Here's the next page. $25, anybody? Yeah, I like these books. These are nice books. Hey, Chef. This was going to Chef, and you wanted which Whitman? Oh, the 41 to the 70 one? The $10 one? Hey, Westside. Alright. If you guys didn't catch it in the beginning, by the way, I can break up payments up to 4 weeks. And there are some items that I am allowed to do a little bit of haggle on. So don't be afraid to ask. Worst I could say is it's not one of the items I can do it, right? Alright. Next up. Alright, so that was Library of Coins 1940 to, or 1909 to 1940. Next up, here is part 2, 1941 to 62. This one includes 59 coins going for 16 bucks. And again, check that out. Copyright 1958. So it's got every coin on the first page is there. Hey, Bo. Including, you know, the upside down variety apparently there. There's all your steals. Next page is only missing 3. All good. Better late than never. We're only on item number 4. We got off to a bit of a late start waiting for folks to show up. So we're only on lot 4 right now. You haven't missed it much of anything. Lot number 1 is still available. 2 and 3 have sold. So obviously the 55 double die isn't there because, you know, that would make this book $3 grand. It's almost funny that they even put a space for that. Like, most people are ever going to be able to get that. 1960, it's got the small date missing, but it does have the large date. And then 60D small date. So those are the only ones you got to fill in on that page. Because let's face it, the double die doesn't count. And then it goes up to 62, and then the rest of it is just fill in whatever you want. Any takers at 16 bucks. This vintage album in it by itself is worth the 16 bucks, not even counting the coins. Hey, Hidden. Anybody? Last call. All right. Moving on. Hey, Aaron. Yeah, it's because there's not one of those on the list. I don't have control over what other people own. All right, this next item is the most expensive item, the largest item, also on the list. And again, I can do payments up to 4 weeks. This is a big one. I got to figure out how I'm going to even show the freaking thing, but we'll figure it out. Hey, Bo, this is along the lines of what I was talking about the other week. This is the Intercept Shield Museum Quality Lincoln Cent album, 1909 through 2007. And it's only missing 37 coins. And most of those that are missing are proofs. Let me figure out a way to show this freaking thing. I'm going to have to go to full cam for a minute. Alright, it comes in, this is an outer box. And then the album slides out of that box. So, there's the album. Check this thing out. Let me see if I can... let's see, let's move this over here. See how far up I can bring this camera. Alright, so of course the S and the SVDB aren't there.
You're stalling me.
And then the 09 VDB is not there. So here we go. But the 09 plain date's there. And then of course the 14D is not going to be there. Because that's pretty much the key date of the series. But everything else on this first page is there. And a lot of these are basically semi-key dates. And these are not slouch coins. These coins look pretty good. I mean, there's a couple of them in here like, you know, like that one. Looks like it's maybe a good to a VG, but most of these are fine or up. Here's page 2. So page 2, you're missing the 22 plain date. And the 31S. That's all that's missing from page 2. Page 3, completely full. Everything is here. And these two steels are BUs. That one is either a BU or an AU. Those are all of those 40s right there are BUs. These 3 are BUs. Those 2 are BUs. Next page, mostly BU. Three spacer coins for whatever, because that's where the wheat cents ended. So you can put whatever you want in those 3. We got a ways to go yet, guys. Here's the beginning of the memorial cents. 60 small and large, both there. $70S small date is there. And it is a BU. That thing right there is worth some money. Large date is the only one on this page missing. All right, now we're getting into, you're going to notice a lot of the proofs missing. But all of the others, some of the proofs are still here too. But you got what? The 75, 76, 77, 79, S type 2. The 80, the 81, and the 82 proof, the 83 proof. All proofs that are missing. It has the entire 82 set The zincs and the coppers are all there. Next page, only missing proofs. 92S proof is there. That's a deep cameo. Again, only missing proofs. And the 2004 plane date, apparently. And the 5 plane date. Those are easy enough to find and put in here, right? There you go. This is an amazing album, guys. Well worth $250, and you can do payments. There's that first page again. Almost all of the semi-key dates are here. In fact, pretty much all of the semi-key dates are here. It's only the key dates that are missing on this page. And then the 1909 VDB, but that's not that hard to fill up. Yeah, this book is nuts and well worth the money. He originally had it at $350. I got him down $100 for you guys. You can do 4 payments of $75, 2 payments of $125. The 1909 VDB would be the only coin you don't have. So you have the 14D and the SVDB? I've never even seen a 14D in person. You have one? All right, last call, then we got to move on. Last chance at an amazing album. Yeah, I've never had a... Yeah, you can do 4 payments. All right, this one's going to Aaron. So it'll be 4 $75 payments, right? No, that's not the right math. That'd be for 300. What is it? Hang on. I need a calculator. My brain just broke. 250 divided by 4. $62.50 would be your 4 payments. Congrats, man. All right. Next up, for our nickel fans, Jefferson Nickel Whitman album, 1938 to 1961, complete. Yes, I said complete. That means the 50D and all of the war nickels are here. Going for 35 bucks. There's that elusive 38S. That one's a tough one to come across. The 39D, even lower mintage than the 38S. All your silver war nickels.
Going to Bo. Grats, Bo.
Congrats, Bo. There's your 50D.
It has an X next to it, so I don't know.
And there's all the rest of your coins. Huzzah!
Close that.
Go ahead. All right, next up is a State Quarter Littleton Coin Company album. 1999 to 2008 Denver issues. Complete. $13 of face value, going for 26 bucks. So you're getting it for
What
2
is it?
times face.
Oh. Nope. You did the state.
No. This is the Littleton one. That's the next one.
Oh.
State commemorative quarters, archival quality.
Okay. I'm obviously an idiot today.
Full Denver collection. So for you guys over in the east side of the country, here's all your Denvers. Every single Denver. All uncirculated. Going for just 2 times face. It's got the dates for that the states became the states. Which is kind of cool. Anybody? It's a good deal on this book. 26 bucks, 2 times face. You're getting each quarter for 50 cents. Nothing wrong with that. Turn my camera right. There we go. It's been an awesome gift for a kid. Get a kid into collecting. Get them the whole State Quarter Denvers. Oh, shiny. Last call. Then we are moving on. All right. We are moving on. All right, next one is another State Quarter album. This one is complete, but it is a mix of Denver and Philadelphia coins. $14.50 face, because this one has all the 09s as well. And again, 2 times face. $99, 2000, 2001s, 2s. Everything in here is uncirculated. Threes, 4s, 5s, 6s. Sevens, 8s, and the 09s. And then 2 slots for whatever you want to add to it. I've never heard of Warman's, but this is actually a nice album. It's got a little fold-out page. Talks about the series. Anybody? All right, moving on. All right, so all of the Canadian albums went in pre-sale. Those are all gone. So sorry if anybody was hoping to see those. All right, so the next series of albums, these are all just the albums. They're just empty albums for people to fill up, gift them to a kid, you know, whatever.
I believe that they're in order. I don't know.
First one is a Little Whitman. It's the Flying Eagle and Indian Heads. 56 to 09. $2. Anybody want this one for $2? This would be a great one to give to a kid. Let them start filling up the Indians. And let them see the look on their face the first time they see a flying eagle. It's kind of interesting. 1877. 852.5 thousand on the mintage. 1909S only 309,000. Almost a third of the mintage. Yet the 1877, because of, you know, the survival rate on them is just so low, are 10 times the value. And in some cases, many more than that. All right, moving on. Actually, surprised nobody grabbed that. I figured for just $2, somebody would want that. Oh, Chef just came in late and grabbed it. Look at that, Chef. All right, next up is another library of coins. Basically the same album. This one is the Flying Eagles and Indians, but library of coins style. Original copyright 1958. Got all of the inserts are there. Nothing missing. $10. These are fantastic albums, guys. Hey, S-Mac. Going to S-Mac.
Right, sir.
Nice to see you, man. It's been, what? A year and a half at least since we saw you last. It's nice to see you again. You guys might think it's weird, but I get a little bit sentimental, I guess, when I see people pop up that I haven't seen since like 2019. Because you can't help but wonder, you know, like, did they make it through COVID? I know it's a bad thought to have, but that's the world we live in. All right, next up. This is a Whitman Dance Ghost style. 1909 to 1940. So, as it suggests, it's got the windows with the slide in and outs. Hey, Greg. This one's going for $10. You know, the nice thing about these is they protect your coins just as well as Danskos, and they're a third of the price. Because Danskos are just expensive.
I don't know if I have one made up for him. Probably not.
Who, S-Mac? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, he's the one that bought all the Canadians in the pre-sale.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know if he had a card or not.
Alright, moving on. If anybody decides you want that, let me know.
The way that we've been doing it.
But let me know soon. Next up, a couple of the standard Whitmans. We got 3 of these available tonight. $2 a piece. These are the Buffaloes. Whitman Buffalo albums. Holds the whole collection. $3 a piece. Another good one to give to a kid. One of our sales coming up might be, these are all going to Bill Betts. Might be this coming week, I don't know. But has a lot of the harder to get Buffalo dates are in that one. They're coming. Got my hands on some of them. All right. Well, they never stopped producing. They just stopped producing some of the volumes that they did, like the typesets. They quit producing them for a long time, and then now, like, they started making them again. Next up is a Littleton Archival Quality Mercury Dime album. Holds the entire collection. I think it's pretty much brand new. Over $5. A nice book to put all your mercs in.
And going to Bill.
Going to Bill Betts. Congrats, Bill. Now you're going to have to get all these coins from us to fill these up, Bill.
You might have some.
Unless you already got them sitting around. Alright, next up is another Dansko style Whitman. Also for the Mercuries. Going for $10. Again, holds the whole collection. Anybody for $10? You've seen Bill buy, he probably has them all. Well, I know he was happy with this sale because he was the one that got the bison roll. So he got his bison nickel fix. No, there was only one. The other one is Western Waters.
Oh.
Last call on this one, $10. And he had just messaged me that, like, the day before. He's like, you haven't had the bison nickels in a while. All right, moving on. All right, next one. We got two available. Couple more $2 Whitmans. These are for the Franklin half-dollar collections. $2 a piece. Holds the entire collection. Along with a couple of extra slots.
There's book one.
They're the same.
I figure you want to show both books. Gotta show both.
And the takers, $2 each. $2. $200 pennies. One going to Chef. Anybody want the other one? moving on. All right, next up is a Littleton Dansko style album. This one is for Morgan dollars. And it holds 1878 through 1891. Only $12 for this book, guys. Archival quality. Morgan dollars. Little 3-ring setup here. And there you go. At only $12, I know we got some Morgan fans out there. Somebody better snag this thing. This thing is worth way more than $12.
Like, Cindy. Shut. Cindy, come on. I wish I had hidden.
Get it for her, Hidden.
Cost millions to fill.
Yeah, but at $12, that is a fantastic price for this book. Heck, if nobody buys this book, I'm probably going to buy it for our inventory. Because I know it's worth better than $12. Go to Aaron.
Congrats, Aaron.
He's like, crap, he's going to buy it and then jack the price up. I need to get it now.
Oh, you have the second one, not the first one?
All right, last album. This one is brand spanking new, guys.
Still on the wrap.
Littleton Dansko style presidential dollar album. So just like that last one, it's got the pages with the plastic inserts.
And gloves.
If you can see inside of it, that envelope holds all the plastic inserts for the pages. It comes with a pair of gloves, which I never knew these things came with that. That's kind of cool. Brand spanking new, still wrapped. $20.
Oh!
Oop, I just did something. What did I just do?
I think you ended it.
No, I think I just refreshed the page. And popped it up.
Live chat, babe.
Sorry if I blinked for a second there. I just accidentally refreshed my YouTube. Didn't mean to do that. Bill, I know you do the presidential dollars. This would be a good book for you.
And it gives you a pair of gloves.
Granted, anybody who gets this is going to be automatically in a medium box. Because this is a good-sized book.
And hold on.
Oh, Bill, you're already in a medium box.
It would fit.
And it would fit. Any takers?
Granted, it would be getting sent out next week, but it would fit.
This is another one that if nobody picks it up, I might grab it for our inventory and have it in a sale later. Last call on this one. And then we are on to proof sets. Lots of proof sets going out tonight. All right, moving on. All right, next up. All right, these proof sets, I'm going to go through kind of quick.
I already grabbed one.
Oh. So if you want one, jump on it.
Even though this should be over toward the end.
All right, kicking this off is 1968 proof sets. We're going for $12.
Turn on the light.
Get a little closer to the subject here. So you got your 40% silver proof Kennedy.
Your dime.
Your dime, your quarter, your penny. And that nickel's at least a cameo. All right, $12. Like I said, I'm just going to jump through these kind of quick. Some of these proof sets do have some wiggle room, so if you want to make an offer, don't be afraid. I am limited as to what I'm allowed to do on them as per the owner's wishes, but don't be afraid to ask. Next up, 69. All of these do come in the boxes, but just to speed things up, I'm going to pull them out and show them. You guys don't care about seeing the blue boxes, I'm sure. That Kennedy is at least a cameo. That's a 40% silver. How much just for the Lincoln cents? $11.
Huh?
He asked how much just for the Lincoln cent. I'll give you just the Lincoln cent for $11. All right. Next up, there's two of the next one available. These are the 1970s. Last year they had the 40% silver Kennedy. That's a decam. Yeah, that's a decam all day long. On that Kennedy. That is a good looking silver Kennedy proof. So that is set one. Here is set number two. Chef's getting one of these. So we'll give him that. Yeah, we'll give him the decam. The one with the decam, Kennedy. Anybody on the second one? Second one's still a cameo.
It's just not deep cameo.
Yeah, I don't know that that would make a decam, but the second one is still a cameo.
All right.
All right. Next up is 1974.
You gotta see all the backs first.
So, of course, 74, you get your Beautiful Ike proof. That's a decam. $10. At $10, you're basically paying for that coin and getting the rest free. Look at that. That is frosty. Same with the Kennedy. Kennedy's a decam too. Quarter's a decam. Dime. Lincoln's just a cameo. Yeah. All top 3 coins are decams, and so is the dime. That's a nice set.
Alright. We have 2 of the next.
Yeah. Up next, we have 2. Yeah, these are the bicentennials. We have 2 available, $12 each. Here's number 1. The Drummer Boy. Here's number 2. Or no, here's
No, that's
here's
still
the other
on.
here's the other side of number 1. Getting ahead of myself. These sets, of course, with the Ikes have the little fold out thing, so you can, you know, stand it up and display it.
Here's number 2.
Here's set number 2. Eh. So those are $12 each. Next up, $1984, going for $8. Well, Kennedy's head is a decam, but unfortunately, because the rest of the lettering is not as frosty, that would only get a cameo. Chef is binning the 74 sets. You got it, sir. Alright, that was, what did I show, the 84? Alright,
Yes.
Next up. You know, let me just link these up real quick for the rest of the decade. So the rest of the 80s are all going to be $8 a piece. So there you go, $8 a piece. Now we'll just get to showing them. Here's the 85. That Kennedy is probably a decam. Lincoln Cent is definitely a decam. Nickel's pretty darn close too. Quarter. Check that out. That's white on black. That's a good looking set. Here's the 86. That's my thoughts as well, Hidden.
What?
That quarter has to be a decam.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's got a bit of fog, but for the most part, most of these look fantastic. Here, this is the 87. Here's the 88. Ooh, that's a decam penny right there. Holy smokes. And 89.
Go through and pull them out yourself now.
That's fine.
Because I need to catch up.
Alright, so those are all $8 a piece. So if anybody wants any of those years, just say bin and the year. That stinking mosquito that's in here just got me on the side of my leg. Alright. Next up, these three are also $8 a piece. Is the 90, the 91, and the 93.
You're gonna have to pull them in. Stop.
Here is the 90. Of course, all of these come in the box. Here's the 91. That's a decam right there. Kennedy half dollar decam. Lincoln cent is a decam. Nickel is a decam. Quarter's a decam. Oh no, quarter's a cameo. Part of Liberty is missing the frost. Same with the dime. Dime's a cameo. But those three are decams. That's a good looking set. And then the 93. Kennedy's a decam. Dime is a decam. Quarter, cameo. Nickel, cameo, penny, decam. Anybody on any of these? Next up, we're going to start getting into the 99s and up with all the, the state quarters and all of that. All right, so I'm going to link these all again like I did before. If anybody wants a year, just bin in chat, as always, and let me know what year. So for the most part, these are going to be $12 each for the early going. All of the pre-presidential dollar sets are $12 each. The only one missing is the 04. He did not have any of the 04. For the pre-presidential dollar set. So here's the 99 set. Peru state quarter. At this point, you're pretty much paying for this section and getting that section for free. Because nowadays, $10 is the best you're ever going to get on a price on a proof state quarter set for clad proofs.
I couldn't get it.
Here's the 2000s. First 2000 included the Sacagawea. And then your state quarters. Two 2001s. Two 2002. Man, no love for proofs tonight, huh? Here's the 03s. The 05. It's a good one for you, Bill. Because you're getting a bison. Just listen to us while putting a plane back together. Well, hopefully we don't distract you and you put it back together wrong. That would be bad.
Right.
And of course, Bill Bad says, yep, that's for me. Ben. 2005 going to Bill Betts.
Congrats, Bill.
And the 06. Okay, somebody apparently decided to try and get creative on this one. Because everything's facing this way.
They want to be slick, I guess. Damn it.
Oh, and then they did the same thing with the quarters.
They wanted to be slick.
Oh, I know you have. We've got some silver proofs coming up. So that was the 06. That might have just been the way they did the 06. I don't know. They might all be that way. All right, next up. Again, if anybody wants a date, just bin and put the date. Is the 2010 set. Going for 35 bucks. So you're getting, of course, all your presidential proofs. Your America the Beautiful quarters. Sacagawea dollar, Kennedy, nickel dime, and penny. then 2011. Here's your presidentials. And America the Beautifuls. All right, next two. Are the 2012 clad sets at 90 bucks each.
We'll show you one set.
Both the clad sets and the silver sets for 2012 were the lowest mintage year out of proofs, which is why they have such a high premium on them. Here's your presidentials. It's also why most people's proof collections have all of the 2012s open. Until they finally take the dive and buy the set. And it does have one of the coolest reverses for this, for the Sacagawea. The Indian chief and the horse. With the running horses in the background. That's an awesome design. And then, of course, your America the Beautifuls. That is set one. Here's number two. We've also got the silver version of this coming up here in a little bit. Presidentials. Clad proof quarters. All right, then we got the 2013. By the way, these all come in the boxes too.
And they all come with the...
And the certificate and all that.
Certificates. I'm just keeping all of it in the boxes.
America the Beautifuls. And the Howling Wolf and the Turtle. It's another really cool design. I think that's the only American coin that has a turtle on it.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost positive that is the only American coin with a turtle on it. Next up, 2014s. Also 35 bucks. You know, you want to build the most beautiful coin set you can. Put together a really good set of proofs. Because they're designed specifically to be the best looking coins. Next up after that, 2015. And then the last of the clad, the 2017.
Like you already hit enter.
All right, so anybody on any of those clad proof sets? Last call on all the clad proof sets. Then we were moving on to silver proof sets. All right, the 93 silver proof set went in pre-sale. So we're starting off with the 1995 silver proof set. Of course, it comes in the black box. Would I accept a check? No. I don't do checks. Plus, I know you have a PayPal. Use your PayPal. Slagger. Alright, so of course with these sets, you've got the Kennedy, the quarter, and the dime are all 90% silvers. Go away. Show me the weather. Who uses checks anymore? Dude, it's 2022. Who even uses those things anymore?
People who want to pay for something that is not, that they don't have the cash right away. Because they figure that checks take a bit to clear.
But that's where you just tell me what date you can pay on, and then you just pay me on that date.
Yeah.
So this one's going for $45. No, seriously though, Hidden, why would you need to use a check? Asking as a serious question. And then, okay, we had 2 of those available of the 95s. Here's the other one. You're keeping cursive alive. That is a dying thing.
Right? Alright.
Alright, so those are the 95s. Then we got the 96. I mean, I might be willing to work with you on that, Hidden, if you tell me why you need to. Or why you want to. Because I know you're good for it. So I might be flexible with you on it if you give me a little bit more info on it. But typically, as a policy...
PayPal and him are not on good terms. We have Cash App.
And we also have Cash App. I mean, I know you well enough, dude. As long as the check got here in time to cover the 4-week time period of payments, I'll let you do it.
How about that?
So, as long as you can get it here speedily, I will let you do a check because I know you're good for it. I will make an exception for you. All right. Next up, we got 2 available on these. These are the Premier Silver Proof Set, 1998s. So you get it in the fuzzy black holder. Of course, also in the box.
And it does have the thing and that one.
And it's got the little clippy.
And then in this one, it has the little...
So bust out your checkbook and start buying everything, Hidden. I just said, dude, I will let you. I will make an exception for you.
It's a store. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. OBS decided to take a dump.
So that's the first one. You guys that have been with us for a long time, you know I will work with you guys on stuff. It's just, we have our policies that we've always had set up, so it's always first instinct is just to go with what we have set up. And then it registers in our head after we already said it that, well, hang on, they've been with us for a long time. Any takers on these?
All 3 of those are...
Again, these are the silver proof sets. So you got that, and that, all 90%ers. And then we've got 3 available tonight. Of the 2012s. At 180 bucks each. So of course you got those 2 silver. Presidential dollars again. And then your silver quarters. There is set number 1. Here is set number 2. And set number 3. Ooh.
And anybody?
And that does it for silver-proof sets. So last call on these. Does anybody want any of the silver-proof sets?
Already moved over the first. All right.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with the mint sets.
So stick around.
And then we still got a bunch of really awesome coins on the way. Yeah, it's tough to decide between the two. I would definitely agree.
What?
He said he's tempted, but he thinks the Lincoln album is a better investment. I would agree with that. It probably is a better investment. I would have to agree with that. All right, we will be right back. Stick it around. Lots of cool stuff coming. my time back. And I've got a yellow line. Nope. Oh, no, I don't. It just went green. Yay. All right. Mint sets. All right. I'm going to do the same thing with mint sets that I do with proof sets. So I'm going to link basically the decades, which would be easier for the 70s because we've got the 71 and we have 2 of the 72s at $8 each. Oh, we have 2 71s and 2 72s. Okay. 2 available for each. Of course, every mint set will come in its original envelope. Get out of there. Get out of there. All right, here is number 1. These are the 71s. Of course, we had the San Francisco pennies at that time, so you get the San Francisco penny in there. And then here is set number 2. And just like with the proof sets, if you want one, just say bin and the date. Here are the 72s. You know, I get the 71 not having the Ike dollars because, you know, they waited until later in the year to decide to make them. But I always found it weird that the 72 set didn't have it in it. Because, I mean, by then they knew they were doing it. And your Philly and San Francisco pennies.
Maybe they forgot to do it when... they did up the start. So someone could have been slacking.
And here's set number 2 for the 72s.
Or they just made them later on in the year.
And of course, these are all when they put the little mint tokens in there from each mint. Although the coolest mint tokens were the ones from the, what was it, the sets you got if you did the tours? Because it had that, like, $50 sized bronze mint token. Souvenir sets, that's what they were. I have one of those coming up next week. By the way, tomorrow, Monday's lot list will be out tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. Alright, next up, 80s. I'm going to link these all again. There's 2 available on all of these, and then in one of them has 3. So there's 84, has 2 available. 85 has 2 available. No 86s. 87, we have 5 available. That one's got that slightly higher premium because of the NISC Kennedy that's in there. The only way to get a Kennedy that year was through the mint sets. 88, 2 available. And 89 is 2 available. Of course, as with all of them, they all come in the envelopes. We're trying to fall over. Alright, 84s. Here's set number 1. This is when they started doing the, on the penny planchets, the P and the D. If they would have actually put a little date on those, that would have made a higher collectability for those, just as little mint tokens. Just little things they could have done, but didn't. Here's set number 2. I do actually find it interesting, the lack of interest in the mint and proof sets, especially considering that's some of the best ways to find some of the varieties that are out there. And you know they're going to come, you know, they're going to be BUs. Alright, here is set number 1. Hey, Ramon. For the 85s. How you doing, sir? You guys getting any rain up where you're at? Here's the 85 set number 2. So I can tell you, Tucson Valley, we have not been getting any. Like, the surrounding mountains are getting a ton of rain. We are not getting anything. All we're getting is humidity.
And I'm tired of that.
The mountains around us, like Mount Lemmon and the Rincons, are up to 11 inches now. The valley, nothing. It is getting aggravating. And because of that, and because of all the humidity, we're on a high dust and allergens time right now. Alright, we're starting to go through the 87s. Again, these are the only way you get the Kennedy half dollars from this year is through the sets. They did not release them for circulation. You got 8.3 inches in one night. Good lord, dude. That's a lot of rain in one day. Are you guys getting like flooding? Or is the ground able to handle it? Here's 1987 set number 2. Here is set number 3. Got a little flooding. Well, at least it wasn't bad flooding. A lot of places out there are getting it really bad. Set number 4. And set number 5. That dime is like almost proof-like. So grading companies are actually starting to do proof-like for all coins now. Not just the Morgans. They will put the proof-like, if it's a good enough strike and everything, on any US coin now. Alright, 88s. Here is set number 1 for 88s. Ramon, lots of stuff still available, so if there's anything earlier in the list that you wanted, that you had your eye on, just ask me and I'll let you know if it's still available. Gorgeous coins as mint sets should be. And then the 89s. All right, anybody want anything out of the 80s? Mostly $8 each, except for the 87s are $12 each. Because of the Kennedy half dollars, which were an NIFC year. Dude, how much and how hard do you work? You need to tell your boss to give you a raise.
Right?
You do an insane amount of work.
Somebody basically do the work. For his boss.
No. But he does an insane amount of work. Alright. Last call for anything in the 80s. Anybody? You need deductions, dude. Find deductions. Alright, moving on to the 90s. Again, most of these have 2 available. The only one that doesn't is the 95. There's only 1 available. No 96, unfortunately, so it goes to 97. And 98. All right, and this will finish off the mint sets. And then we'll be into other stuffs. All right, 1990s. Here is set number 1. And here is set number 2. Nineteen 1991s. Here is set number 1. And set number 2. I remember the wax packs. Is that what you're talking about? Buying the little wax packs. It was like, what, like 15 cards per pack or something like that? Of course, I always just bought them in the year sets back when I collected the baseball cards. So I got them in the boxes. I don't know how they're sold nowadays. I haven't collected sports cards since I was a kid. Rack packs. Huh. Yeah, I know back in the day, it's like the late 80s and early 90s. I just bought them as the year set for the tops. And it was usually as like 690 cards. Because you got one of every card. Nowadays, of course, it would be more because they've added a bunch of teams since then. I wish I still had some of those. But man, if I still had all the cards that I used to have, I would have Mark McGuire's rookie card. I would have Jose Canseco's rookie card. Here is set number 2. Bunch of those would be worth really good money nowadays. What was it? 1986 set had Cal Ripken's rookie card. Here's the 93s. I still remember, though, what the most valuable baseball card in the world is. I don't know why, but that one has always stuck with my memory. Which is the 1909 Honus Wagner T206 white border card. And there's only 4 of them known to exist. And the white border cards were the cards that used to come in packs of tobacco. There's one of them just recently sold for, I think it was like $16 million or something like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Pieces of cardboard with a photo printed on it, and some of them are worth more than any coin has ever sold for. Kind of nuts. All right, 94s. I think it was chewing tobacco packs that they came in. Comic books too, man. I used to have the New Mutants #2, which nowadays is worth like, I think it's like $2,000 or something like that. I had it mint condition in a sleeve holder. I wish I still had that thing. So many things we had when we were kids. They're worth tons of money now. You guys know how much an original Optimus Prime Transformer toy from Hasbro in the box is? That's like $7,000. crazy. Here's the 95s. Looks like we have even less love for mint sets tonight than we did for proof sets. Not a single mint set sold yet. Oh, to get the top price, it would have to be an unopened box. It like never has been opened. All right, then the 97s. Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of the old toys are very collectible, and if you can find the right people, worth a good bit of money. You know, Angela's got one of the largest ticker collections that's probably out there. She's got a just ridiculously huge amount of Tigger stuff. Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. And we've never done the research on it, but I would be willing to bet that there is stuff in her collection that is probably worth money. Whole collection, first generation Star Wars. And they melted together in a house fire. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, some of those are big, big money. Especially, what, the Han Solo, the Chewbacca, the Boba Fett are amongst three of the highest price ones. Yeah, Dan. Heck, the Disney movies, the old VHS ones in the big white plastic cases. Those things in the original release ones, if they're in good condition and can play all the way through, stupid money for those things now. You're glad Beanie Babies never made a comeback? Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn on you. Oh, you'd be amazed. There's a lot of people that still have VCRs. You would actually be quite amazed. There are a lot of people out there that they want the original experience of watching those movies, including it being on a VHS tape. All right, last call on mint sets. I'm amazed we did not sell a single one. I honestly would not have guessed that we would have gone all the way through all the mint sets and not sold anything. But all right, we're moving on. All right, next item up, we have two available. These are Canadian Small Sense mixed date rolls. Going for $5 each. There could be They have labels on the bottom, but I don't know if that's actually what's in them. Like this one says 1960 to 63. I don't know if that's actually what's in them though, because I did not open them. This one says 51 to 55. I don't know. Anybody? Ugh. Somebody was recently asking for Canadian small cents. I don't remember who it was. All right, moving on. Next up, we do have one more mint set, or one more proof set, but it's a Canadian proof set. It is the 1962 So you got quarter, dime, dollar, and half dollar are all 80% silver. So that's over an ounce of silver in this set. Over 40 bucks. Man, tough crowd. All right, moving on. All right, next up, this thing is amazing. Hopefully somebody grabs this. Together. All right, this is from 2011. It is the $20. It's actually a reverse proof. 4/9 fine silver. NGC list on this is 85 bucks. It is going in tonight's sale for 45. Comes in a little pouch thingy. Comes with the certificate of authenticity. Only 200,000 of these were minted. Anybody? There's seriously nobody wants this. This thing's gorgeous, guys. Come on. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Yes, I can do that on this one. $40 to Aaron. Congrats, sir. I assume we're just breaking that up along with your other payment. Just take your entire total for the night and break it up to the payments. All right, next up, I believe, if I remember correctly, this is the very first year of the Canadian dollars. 1936. King George the Older. I've got it in a VG. It might be actually... An argument could be made that this might actually be in a fine. But 1936. Going for $28. Any takers? 399,000 of these ever made. Oh, you want the registered shipping on it? I mean, yeah, we can add that to the total and break it up. That's no problem.
Is that Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so I know.
Last call. Oh yeah, this thing's awesome. Like I said, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check real fast. I'm almost positive this is the first year of the Canadian dollar. Second year, sorry. 1935 was the first year. This is the second year. And apparently there are 4 different varieties that this coin can have on it. There's something called JOP type 1, 2, and 3, and then there can be a repunch 6. Let me see if I can figure out what the JOP means. Oh, JOP is a counter stamp for Joseph Olivia Patinade, however you say that name. So apparently some different counter stamps that can be on it, and if it is, it would be below the boat right there. And then there can be a repunched 6. So let's see. Let's have a look real quick. Zoom.
This is going to who?
Focus. Aaron. Let me see real quick what we are looking for. Of course it doesn't show a picture of it. That would be way too helpful. I don't know, what do you guys think? See anything that screams out Repunch 6 on that? I'm not seeing anything. So we're going to say probably not. Yeah, I just went yellow for a second because I was looking that up. Give me a sec. Let me fix that real quick. All right, back to green. Hopefully it'll get better for you guys. Here's a closer look at the whole thing. All right, last call on this one. Then we got to move on. Lots to get to still. All right, we're moving on. Next up is 1972 $25 coin from the Cayman Islands. This is the silver wedding coin. This is over 1.5 ounces of silver. It is 925 sterling. Only 26,000 of these were ever made. This one's going for 45 bucks. And this is a big coin. This coin, if it was in a flip, would have to go into a 3x3. Oh, Aaron's taking the $36. You got it, sir. Yeah, this is a very cool coin.
Do you want me to move those up?
It's got the certificate with it. Oh, no, it's fine. Any takers? This is an awesome coin, guys. Let me see if I can actually... So I can pop this thing out of here for a second. I don't know if I can because it's got a... It's actually got like a little plastic window over the other side. I don't know if you could tell that or not. It's got a protective little covering. And no, I will not be able to do that without breaking it. Philip died. That was Queen Elizabeth's husband. It was, Edward, I think, is the one you're thinking. The one that married the commoner and then left the family because he doesn't want the same thing that happened to Diana to happen to her. Alright, moving on. Henry, thank you. Prince Henry. Married Meghan Markle. Or Markle. Who was a commoner. Which, I mean, let's be honest. The royalty of the royal family really means nothing anymore. So why should they even care? I honestly believe the monarchy is going to die with Elizabeth, and I think she knows it too. Alright, this next item up, this is kind of cool. This is from 1969. Guidebook of United States Coins by R.S. Yeoman. Going for 15 bucks. Lots of cool stuff in here from back in the day. Anybody want an old book? Who remembers when you could get an old chain cent for 85 bucks and fine? The olden day prices. Still a lot of very, very good information in here, though. This was the precursor to the Red Book. The price in here was... Oh, hey, I opened right up to it again. For a good 35 bucks. This is for the 1787 with club raise. Fine, 85 bucks. With pointed raise, 20 bucks, 40 bucks, 125. Fujio cents. 100 bucks uncirculated. $200 uncirculated. Well, I would imagine, I mean, this one was 1969, and it's the 22nd edition, so I would guess count back 22 more years. So, 1947. But, alright, gotta move on. Got some coinage coming up now. Get this arranged better now. Now that we're on to the smaller lots. Okay. Oh, there it is. I had to figure out where I put it. Alright, next item up is an 1859 Indian cent. And very good. My focus going back here again. There we go. This one's going for 18 bucks. First year of the Indian cents. Right here. So this one is, of course, on the taller, thicker planchet. Stop shaking. All right, moving on. Next up, this one's kind of a big one. It's not the 1877, but it is the 76. 1876 Indian cent in good. 20 bucks. It's got that really dark toning. Definitely a much harder date to get right here. All right, moving on. Next up, we got some of the harder to get wheat cents. Semi-key dates. So the 12S went in pre-sale, but we still got the 11S in fine. $32. All right, moving on. To the 1919S. This one is an EF. Going for $4. Got a little scratching on the back. Which is probably why it's only $4 for an EF. They look like staple scratches to me. Trying to get my lighting a bit better here. Bear with me. Alright, moving on. And then the last of the Wii's is the 24S. This one is in a VF. And going for $4. Anybody? Alright, moving on. Next up, we got a bunch of US large cents going out in this sale. God. Okay. Get over here. And kicking off the U.S. large cents is the 1817. 13 stars in good. Coronet head. Going for $20. Is that just something you collect, by the way, Aaron? Just the like all the red books? Just to have them? moving on to the 1829 and good. Going for 20 bucks. $18.29. Oh, cool. Yeah. I think the only one I've got. Which one do I have? The heck year is mine? Mine's the 2016. Is the red book that I've got. So the mine's only 6 years out of date. All right, moving on. To the 1833 in VG. More post-its than you can imagine. You got post-it notes, little notes all over the place in those. All right, moving on. Next up is the 1835 small 8 and stars in a VG. This one lists on PCGS for 80 bucks. Going out tonight for 40. Sorry, I keep bumping the camera. Got one really old world coin book from like the 20s or the 30s. I bet the price guides in that are interesting. All right, moving on. To the 1837 in a VG for 20 bucks. gonna start going through these a bit faster, guys. It's getting late. I know, especially for you guys on the East Coast. Yeah, this one is a good looking one. Welcome, Sandigger. Nice to have you. Oh yeah. Is that? Did you get that for me? Was that the boot? Because I know I had one of those that I ended up selling. Was it that one? Alright, moving on. To the 1838s. Oh, what? I just showed the same one again. There we go. Here's the right one. 1838 in VG, 20 bucks. A little bit of a ding above the head, probably why it's only 20 bucks. I'd like to do a really good collection of large cents at some point. They are pretty cool coins. All right, moving on. To the 44. VG for 20 bucks. We're into the braided hairs now. I think I got mine for silver nitrate too. I was got a big old die crack running right along there from the looks of it. Yeah, that is a huge die crack. That die was about to go. All right, moving on. It's 1847. So it's got some carbon spots on it. Still a good looking coin though for 20 bucks. All right, moving on. To the 1848. VG for 20 bucks. This one's actually still trying to have some of its original color. Kind of cool. You don't see that very often on these. That's a good looking coin. Alright, moving on. The 1849. Oh, Bo came in and is buying 1817. What am I doing? That's the wrong coin. 49. There we go. You got it, Bo. And Aaron's bending the 48s. Alright, what do we got? 17 going to Bo. And 48 going to Aaron. Got it. Right, this one is in a fine going for 22 bucks. She looks like she has stitches on her cheek. Alright, moving on to the 1850. This one's in a VG for 20 bucks. It's a girl from Unforgiven.
Huh?
That is darn close to a fine too. This one is a good. This one looks pretty good. All right, moving on. To the 1851. This one's in a good for 16. All right, moving on. And last of the American large since 1852. VG for 20. Looks like it might have a lamb error going on up here. Hey, mean one. 1849 going to mean one. You got it, sir. What do you think, Cindy? Up there by States? Does that look like a lamination to you? Yeah, hard to tell. All right, well, moving on. All right, next up. $18.64 large motto 2-center in VG, going for $15. I got a 2-center in EF coming on the list for Monday. And a 20-center. Monday's list will be out tomorrow morning. Any takers on this one? $15. That's a good price for a VG 2-cent. That is a very good price. It's 75S. Man, I'm surprised nobody wants this thing for $15. That is a banging good price. All right, moving on. Next up is the 1873 closed 3. Seated Liberty dime. 90% silver in a VF. Going for $30. Two-center going to Aaron. Congrats, Aaron. Any takers on a VF Seated Liberty dime for $30? Come on, focus. How often do you see these things looking like this? Almost all the shield detail is there, most of the ground detail. Good chunk of the wreath detail. Hey, Jag, how you been, man? Haven't seen you in a bit. Going to Jag. Congrats. I know, I already... We've been done that. It's already over there. All right, next item up. We got 3 of these going out tonight.
This one is who?
Mean one. These are full rolls, $2 face war nickels. These are mixed circulated rolls, 80 bucks. Makes it $2 a nickel. We have 3 rolls in this sale tonight.
That's not. There you go.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. $2 a nickel. Oh yeah, there's still a lot of really good stuff that didn't sell, and good stuff still coming. And I am able to do the payments up to 4 weeks. What is melt on one of these right now? The war nickel melt right now is $1.09. Well, it's 1.0932. So, calculator, 1.0932 times 40. $43.73 is the melt on these rolls. Yep, Meanie's here. Anybody? And I am authorized to do a bundle deal on these if anybody wants all 3. So if anybody wants to know a bundle deal on these, let me know.
That's lagging really bad.
Ugh. Wow, nobody's even curious?
It's lagging. So they might not even know. Yeah.
No, that's... You don't pay attention to that. That's the preview. Wow, alright. Nobody's even curious. We'll move on. It was a ridiculous bundle deal, too. Alright. That's fine. Oh, now you want to know. For all 3 of them, that's the bundle deal. It drops it to $65 a roll. $45 off. So that makes it $1.62 per coin. So if anybody wants that bundle deal, that's what it is. If anybody does want it, let me know. In the meantime, we are moving on. To an unopened BU bankroll. Of the Western Waters Nickels from the Philadelphia Mint. Going for $6. From the Westward Journey Nickel Series. I have no idea whose roll this is. I've never seen that label before. Dunbar Cash Vault Service. I've never heard of them. I have no idea where these people are at. Anybody? All right, moving on. Next up, I haven't had one of these in quite a while. Upper West Coast. Oh, all right. This is a 1996 W Rosie Dime. Still in the original package. Over $12. That thing's been stressful, but surviving. Finally making a little bit of headway on trying to get her surgery going, so that's a good thing. Anybody for a W? West Point Mint.
Bring it back up.
Yeah, it's in the plastic. You can tell with the way the light moves with it.
Oh, okay.
That scratch is in the plastic, not
Okay.
the coin. Yeah, if anybody else noticed the scratching on here, that's the plastic. That's not the coin. You can tell with the way the light's moving with it.
Last call.
Man, I thought sure somebody would grab this thing.
Ramon.
Go to Ramon.
That's Ramon.
Alright, next item up. There are 2 available. And we're getting almost to the end here. Thanks for sticking it out so long. For those of you that are still here. These are 1963 Franklin proofs. $25 each.
You're welcome.
There's number 1. There is a number 2. I don't know what's going on with that one.
I don't know. It's not showing on camera. Maybe it's because it's starting to tone.
Is that even a proof or is that just a plain date?
That just looks like a plain date. That's not a proof. And if he had it in his proof.
Yeah, I think this one's actually just a plain date. But he had it labeled as a proof, so that's what I wrote on it when I did up the holder. I don't know. I'm putting that one aside. Anybody want this one? $25 for a binge proof.
Oh my god. Stop.
Hermagerd.
Trying to do something and it keeps. No, I have them. I have them. I have them. Those are next.
Alright, moving on. To a 1970 S Kennedy proof. 40% silver, going for $10. There's also a 1970 Denver for $15. That's that NIFC. Beautiful BU. And I am authorized as a little 1970 deal.
You have a hair in that.
If somebody wants both, I can do both for 20. Make sure you're not seeing the little dangly string.
Yes.
Hey, Dacone. Well, then you're missing out because that means that you're also not allowing yourself the barbers, the walking liberties. That's a dang good deal on these though, guys. $20 for both. All right, moving on. All right, last thing. We got 2 available. 1973 Silver Ikes. 40% silver BUs, $15 each.
And Aaron's betting one.
One going to Aaron. Anybody want the other? All right, so we have a lot of stuff that didn't sell. We still got albums, both with and without coins, that are available. Most of the proof sets are still available.
The clad proof sets.
All of the silver except for 193 and 198 are still available of the proof sets. I can't drop the price on those.
Sorry.
The U.S. Mint sets, not a single one sold, so every single one of those is still available.
69 proof. He wants.
Do you want that one, Ramon, or do you want to see it? Or are you just wanting to buy it?
I gotta figure out where it is.
The 2 Canadian small cent mixed date rolls are still available. He's just buying it. Okay. 69 proof set. Where'd you go? There you are. Got it, sir.
Okay.
Alright, where did I leave off?
Sorry.
The 1962 Canadian proof set is still available. The 2000 or the blah blah. The 1972 $25 Cayman Islands 925 sterling proof is still available.
Which is very, very cool.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous coin. The 1969 Red Book is still available. Both Indian cents are still available. The only one of the 4 wheat cents that is sold is the 12S. The 11S, 19S, and 24S are still available. Almost all of the large cents are still available. The 3 rolls of the war nickels are still available. What Indian head cents? 1859 VG and 1876 in good.
Were you able to open this?
The Westward Waters roll is still good.
Baby?
What?
Were you able to open that?
No. I didn't want to mess with the...
Oh, no. Oh.
No, I was
you're
gonna
talking
see. I was
about the
gonna see if I
plastic.
could pop it out, but I didn't want to break the thing. Looking for Kennedy half silver proofs from 92 to 99. I mean, the only way I'm ever gonna have those is in the sets. I don't break those sets up. But on the silver proof sets this week, for this consignment sale, there is the 92 of the 1995 sets and a 96 set are all available. The 96 set is $25. The 295s are $45. And to cone, the price on the Indians, 1859 is $18. The 1876 is $20. Here's the proof set, Sandigger. And then we've also still got the 98 Premier proof sets. And we still got all 4 of the 2012 proof set, silver proof sets.
What am I looking for?
You want to bin a 95 and a 96?
On the regular?
Yeah, Sandigger, just make sure you email me by the end of the night.
Zinc.
the email has to have your personal info, your shipping info, your channel name, so we can put it together. If you're going to use PayPal or Cash App, and the email you use for that for invoicing. Email, you see right below the two doggies. Cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. All right. Give me a sec, guys.
Okay,
All right, so we got a sand digger buying a 95. Silver proof set and a 96. And then
95 and 96.
Bo. Binning the 70. What are you talking about, Bo? I need a little more information, sir. Been the 70s what? Aaron Krause is bidding the 1876 Indian. $2012 silver sets are $180. Oh, the half dollars. All right. Bo is grabbing. He's doing the deal on the Kennedy. He has the 70S and the 70D.
What was Sandigger getting all together? Because Sandigger asked for a couple things, didn't he?
He's getting the 93 and the 95. Or no, 95 and a 96 silver proof sets.
Okay.
And he said he's going to pass on the other one he asked about.
Okay.
Yeah, so that 2012 silver proof set is really expensive.
That's why I was
Because it's the lowest mintage out of all the proof sets.
getting confused.
They are really expensive. But we did have the 98 Premier silver proof sets for $24. Anybody else? Hey, Steel Wool Queen, welcome. So hopefully you guys will come and check out our Monday sale too.
That's when we're normally on.
Yeah, our normal nights we're usually on Mondays. Tonight is part one of a consignment sale. Hi Anna, I'm crazy too. Welcome.
44 large set.
Ramon wants the 44 large cents. Do you want it, Ramon, or do you want to see it? If you just want to buy it, you need to remember to put Ben so we know. All right, he's just binning it.
All right. Got it.
All right. Dacone, years of the large cents that are still available. 1829 in good, $20. 1833 VG, $25. 1835 small 8 and small stars, $40. That's a VG. 1837 VG, $20. 1838 VG, $20. 1847 VG, $20. 1850 VG, $20. 1851 in good 16, and 1852 braided hair VG.
So, which one? Who wants to see what?
Oh, I think he was saying the 44, but
Oh.
the 28? There's no 28. There's a 29. 29. Right there.
The oldest one.
1829 and good. And once again, it does not want to light up. These things are a pain to get to light up when they get that dark tone on it. Focus. Yeah, might as well. So this is the $20 one. 1829. Tacone is bending it.
Okay, 1844 went to her.
Grazie. Yeah, here's the rest. I'll just show them all. 1833 in VG. This one is 25 bucks.
Then the 2012 group set. Okay, wash.
Oh, let me mark that real quick and then I will get back to showing these. 2012 silver set going to Washington.
I thought it was just the proof. Does he just want the proof or the silver proof?
Jag, you want the silver one, right? Or do you want the clad one? For the 2012 set. Silver. Yep.
Okay. I gotta find it considering they got all mixed up.
Alright, got you down for one. Alright. Here's the 1935. Small 8, small stars. In VG. 40 bucks.
Okay. Got one.
Kill this idiot again. Here's the 1837 VG. 20 bucks. Yeah, man, you know we hold packages.
Who? Washington?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we can hang on to your package till you fill it up. We still charge right away. But we do hold packages.
I'll put a note.
Just if it's, you know, if you're waiting on a payday or something, just let us know when it's going to be. Here's the 1847 VG. 20 bucks.
Made a note.
Here is the 1850 VG. That one is a really nice one. He called it a VG. I personally think this one's closer to fine.
If you have sent tubes for sale, I could use 3 or 4.
I sell them for $1 a piece. If you need them, yeah. I can add 4 of them for $4. Yeah, we can definitely hold your package. Check that coin out, guys. That is a gorgeous coin. I really like this one. Somebody should grab this one.
So, Sandiger, yes, no, maybe so.
And at only $20, that is a heck of a large cent for $20. But that was available if anybody wants it. Here's the 1851. That's the one in good. This one's $16. Ramon's taking the 50. 1852 to Ramon. So this one is $16. And then the last one is the 52 VG. $20.
And see, we have empty coin tubes.
So Sandigger, you want 4 of the penny tubes?
For $1 a piece.
Anything else? Anybody else?
Okay.
Well, it'd be 4 at $4 because they're $1 a piece. For some reason, our price on those things keeps going up.
So if you're fine with that, then we'll put 4 in your package. And I'll make sure to bubble wrap them very well so they don't break.
Anything else for anybody else? We still got a couple of albums with coins that have the coins with them. We still got some of the empty albums.
Okay. Anybody? All right, guys.
All right. So, by the way, for all you new folks, if you come to our sales on Mondays, we also have a mailing list. Just email us, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com, if you want the mailing list. The mailing list, we send the lot list to everybody a few days before every sale. The next one will be going out tomorrow for Monday's sale. And if you buy something either from the pre-purchase, once you get the lot list, you can pre-purchase items. Or if you get it at the sale, you will be entered into a weekly drawing for a giveaway called Weekly Loots.
But it does not count for Thursday sales because that's normally consignment sales.
Yes, Sandigger, we will send the invoice out tonight.
As long as you
got it, as long as you got the email to us. Which, yep, we got your email. So yeah, you'll get the invoice tonight. We've also got a monthly subscription program. It's called Fat Loots. If you want to learn more about that, we've got a full video on our channel. It's like 6 or 7 videos back from this stream now. And it talks about both of those programs. Go check that video out. We've already got a couple of people signed up for it. We have like 10 more that are saying they want to. So we'll see if it grows and becomes a really cool thing. But hopefully we'll see some of you new folks. I see a lot of new names in chat right now. So thanks for coming by. We appreciate it. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Hopefully you guys will come in and check out Mondays. So again, part 2 of this sale is going to be on September 15th. What is what? If you're asking about what the new programs, go check out the video.
Yeah.
One's called Weekly Loots, one's called Fat Loots. I did a video about both of them. Go check it out. But it's getting late and I'm hungry because we haven't had 6 vids back. There you go. And we haven't had dinner yet. So let us eat dinner first and then we'll start getting all the invoices out.
Well, it will be 7 after tonight. After this goes live. So 6 or 7, depending on when you're watching it.
What she said. Have a great night, everybody.